Good morning, dear friends. Welcome to M.Sc online class. Today we will study Chapter 10 question answers and Chapter 11 explanation. We have done the Chapter 10 explanation before the winter vacations. Today we will do the Chapter 10 question answers and Chapter 11 explanation. Chapter 10 is restoration. First we will do the Chapter 10 question answers. Then we will do Chapter 11 my talent for others explanation. Okay, now take out your books and open page number 43. Read the first question. Write in simple sentences the content of the advice given by the principal. Second question. What was the problem faced by the students of 4th C? Third question. How was the problem solved? Fourth, are you happy with the way the problem was solved? Give reason. How can we control our temptation? Now these are the answers. Check the answers. First, write in simple sentences the content of the advice given by the principal. Answer. The principal advised the students not to take anyone's belonging without their permission. Others' belongings may be fascinating to you, but they are more precious to them, so never do such deeds. Principal advises students not to take anyone's belongings because their belongings are very precious to them. Na? Without the permission is taking someone's belonging, it is stealing. So never do such deeds. Second, what was the problem faced by the student of 4th C? What was the problem faced by the students of 4th C? The problem faced by the students was theft. Students were losing their books, pens, pencils, etc. from the class for past few days. Students were losing their books, pens, pencil, etc. from the class for past few days. Third, how was the problem solved? How was the problem solved? With the principal's suggestions. Students went to the principal office, na? Complained to the principal that they're having the issue of losing their belongings. Then the principal suggests and the problem was solved. With the principal's suggestion, the problem was solved. Fourth, are you happy with the way the problem was solved? Give reason. Yes, I am happy with the way the problem was solved. Due to this, no student in the class was found to be thief because all students are equal. E. How can we control our temptation? We can control our temptation by our strong will and our true desire to choose the right. We can control our temptation, our strong will and true desire to choose the right. How we can choose the right? With strong will. We will do chapter 11 explanation, page number 44. Open it. My talents for others. How I use my talent to help others. Others people can get benefit from my talent. Now read the chapter. Richard was a great violinist. Richard was a great violinist. He was employed in a bank. He worked in a bank. He had no family and he lived all alone in an apartment in the city. He had no family. He lived alone in the city in an apartment. The day of Christmas was approaching. The day of Christmas was coming. He was invited by a group of volunteers to play violin for a Christmas carol in an orphanage on the eve of Christmas. He was invited to play a violin for a Christmas carol in an orphanage on the eve of Christmas. He turned down their request. He acted of the office. On the day of the before the Christmas, he was the last person in the bank in the office. There were huge safes in the bank in which the people had to get inside to store the files. There were a huge safe. You look at the picture in which the people had to get inside to store the files. In this, files were stored. While placing back a bundle of files in one of such huge safes, the door got shut accidentally behind him. While, while he was keeping the bundles in the safe, the door got shut accidentally behind him, and it was impossible to open it from within. It was impossible to open it. Calling out for help was in vain. He was calling for helping others and efforts to open the door. He tried to open the door, but he has no result. Later, seeing no one inside the office, the security guard closed the bank. In later, guard see nobody in the office. Guard closed the bank. The next day was Christmas, and the following day was a Sunday. Next day was Christmas, and the following day was after it Sunday. He was destined to be inside the safe for 2 days and 3 nights. He was locked in the safe for 2 days and 3 nights. Now come to page 45. The imposing darkness and loneliness form greater agony. Imposing, there was a darkness and he was alone there. He was physical and mental suffering there. He was facing. He tried to deviate his attention by inflicting pain on his body. He tried to depart from his attentions by because his body was paining. He was locked in a safe for 2 days and 3 nights. On the day after Christmas, the bank was opened. After the Christmas, the bank was opened. The safe too was opened as usual to place the files, and the safe was also open to place the files as usual. The clerk who opened the safe did not notice Richard, who was lying in one corner of the safe. The clerk who opened the safe, he didn't notice that Richard was lying in one corner of the safe. Richard gathered all his energy and moved out. Richard helped himself to come out. He went to the water tap and drank water to his heart's content. He went to the water tap because he was alone. There was nothing in the safe. To his surprise, he found everyone in the bank working normally. He was surprised that everyone is working very normally in the bank. He realized that nobody felt his absence when it shocked him hard. What do we do to be remembered? What do we do to be remembered? Do I make any effort to make others happy? Richard could remember only in vain the joyful occasion of Christmas being in a safe. Richard could remember his joyful occasion of the Christmas being in a when he was in the safe. His day certainly could have been different if he had thought of going to the orphanage to make the Christmas Eve happy for the kids over there. He was happy for them. Now read the chapter again, okay? Keep studying, do your work properly, write down the answers neatly. Take care, friends. Thank you.